Hello and welcome guys once again to my YouTube channel. So in this video I'm going to show you how I make my aeroid mixes, but this time it's not going to be for any kind of aeroid, it's going to be for Syngoniums. Now what is the difference between making aeroid mix for Syngonium and other aeroids like philodendrons or alocasias? Is there any difference? Yes, there is a difference which I will show you. Now I'm just going to go ahead and remove this one. So this one I am planning to repot. This is what we are going to repot today. This is a strawberry, this is a this is called a milk confetti. Okay, it's milky in color and it's got these pink splashes on the leaves which looks very pretty. So I'm just going to go ahead and remove this from the pot, and you can actually see this mixture that it came in. This is the nursery potting mix, okay, and it's quite clumpy, and I mean it's a mess. It's this is why you get plant root rot. We don't want this. We don't want the mixture to hold a lot of moisture, but at the same time, okay, so at the same time what happens is aeroids like Syngoniums have very fine roots. These are not as thick as other aeroids like philodendrons, so that's the reason why we'll make a finer mix. So we will avoid too large pieces in our mix, like tree bark or anything that's going to be very big. Okay, so you don't need those kind of materials while preparing aeroid mixes for Syngoniums. So this is what we will do, and we'll just get over this very quickly. So here what we will do is, I'll just first wear my gloves, safety first. And the light conditions, it seems, anyways it's sunset, so there's going to be very low light, so I'll just wrap this up very quickly. This is going to be a very short video. The first thing that we will take is, you can take normal garden soil or you can take coco peat as well. I'll take 2 handfuls. So I'm just going to go ahead and give it a larger pot. This one we are going to use, and for that I'm going to prepare the mix accordingly. So 2 handfuls of garden soil or coco peat, whatever you want to use. And okay, so I've got this much perlite. I'll just mix that in as well. Do use a mask guys whenever you are working with perlite because of the dust which comes out. So I just dropped some here which I will reuse. Okay, no waste. We're going to go ahead and mix this. So the mix that I'm using, the soil that I have used, this is from my earlier nursery potting mix. This already has worm casting, and that's the reason why I'm not adding compost or worm casting once again. But you can use a handful of worm casting or compost if you want. So I'm just going to mix that in. 1 handful of coco peat. Apologies, not coco peat, coco chips. And this is something that I love using in my finer mixes, and that is rice husk. And that also we will mix 1 handful, like so. Keep this aside, and I'll use 1 handful of charcoal so that it gets that biochar. And this is a very excellent media to, if you add charcoal, definitely you are going to avoid the damage causing bacteria and promote good bacteria in the soil. So definitely do use charcoal in your mix. I'm going to go ahead and mix everything in. See how fine this mix is. This is not like the other aeroid mixes that we have used before, right? Look at this. One last ingredient I will mix, and that is going to be a little bit of horn meal, horn and hooves. This is for the phosphorus, so that we get good root growth, right? So phosphorus, that will help us in the root growth of the plant. If you don't have this, you can even use bone meal and eggshell dust in case if you want to use an alternative. I had this, that's the reason why I've used this, and this is the mixture that we're going to use right now. Look at this. Look at how fine this has become now. Okay, now we have our pot. This is the ideal drainage holes that you should have in a pot. See how many there are, so that means that water will not stay. So what we'll do is we'll put a handful of coco peat right underneath like this, so that we can block the holes, the drainage holes. And just to make it bottom heavy, we will put some rocks right at the bottom. I think one will do the trick, like this, see. Okay, and then what we'll do is right at the bottom we'll put some of this aeroid mix that we have made, right? And after that what we'll do is we'll take our plant, take off all the soil that was there in the mix, and if you see, this has got very good roots, and none of the roots still I can see has rotted, so we'll not chop anything off. Everything seems very healthy, very fine, so we'll use all of the roots system that was that's there in the plant. Okay, so after that, very simple, go ahead and fill up the pot like this. Okay, press it a bit. And that's it. That is how I like to pot my Syngoniums. And the only thing that is left to do right now is actually two things. The first thing that we will do is we'll put water, we'll give it a drink first, so we'll do that. So what we will do is, I've got a stick so that I can give it some support. I'm just going to break it from the middle and just go ahead and insert it like this. Okay, maybe another one just for an additional support, and tight like this. Just going to hold the plant in place for now. Okay, and then we're going to just water it, give it a nice drink like this, and see how well draining this media is. The water is not going to stay at all. Doesn't matter how much you pour in water, it's going to be completely drained, and you won't even see any water left in the substrate or the media. See how well draining this is. And guys, that is how I like to pot my Syngoniums. I like to use a finer mix. So in case if you have liked the video, please share your comments, let me know what you want to see next, and in case if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and please click on the bell notification so that you don't miss any videos. Until the next video guys, take care, bye bye.